Welcome back, my gardening friends. Well, I've managed to do my strawberry runners. Well, whether they're runners or not, they really rooted down well. The soil was wet and damp recently, so I decided to get it all done. These were my giant cabbages. Nothing for mould than here. These strawberries are going to now in the pots. Just used a bit of wood chip mainly because the runners seem to grow better in wood chips than anything else. So this cage will be raised higher, so I can walk down each side. That's the greatness of having the plastic blue pipes on the rebar, because I'm not using the netting on. I think that happened in a while. Because I'm not using netting, I can use the blue pipe in here and just create a better cage and run the pallet collars that way. Don't want to plant the strawberries straight into those pallet collars, because if they're going 3 or 4 high, it will sink, and it isn't fair on the strawberry plants. But I took these, when was it now? It might have been last weekend. So I tend to do a lot of videos all in one go because I'm so busy. But you can see there the new green growth on both of those. So basically we cut out, select the best strawberry plants, remove and go down to at least 2 leaves. I've got 3 there. There's the runner bit off the mother plant. But now I'd be looking at cutting that off and cutting this off. And then as the new leaves grow, I'll trim all the old stuff off, and then you'll have nice fresh growth for over the winter months. Not sure how many plants I've got. Better to take more than enough. Sometimes if you take them too big, they don't do as well. But nice new shoot there. So there's too many leaves on there for it to concentrate on growing the new stuff. So you're better off cutting down to at least 2 leaves. Then that way the plant will eventually take off, and you'll have a nice strong plant to overwinter. Leave them outside, doesn't matter the frost, doesn't matter. Strawberries are really hardy. Whether I grow giant cabbages in here, I might do next year, and then take it down just to be a permanent strawberry bed. As you can see, these are now on the last legs, and it's all scrap timber that was on the allotments. This must have been here since probably when I first moved on here. So it's been good, and there'll be absolutely cracking soil within this bed to reuse elsewhere. Lots of new runners off the blackberries. We can get all the old cut out. That's one thing I haven't really done with these, is take the old out as much as I should. And hopefully we'll get a few more blackberries next year. But sod's law, I took all this row out, other than 50% out, and I didn't get a very good harvest. But I got loads in the freezer to add to the apples that we've been taking from in the front of properties where lots of windfalls have happened recently during these high winds. It's all free food. All I do is buy the crumble mix, but the crumble mix comes from vouchers that I earn from work, so it's all good, all free. And that keeps me going, the crumbles do, all year round. A free pudding in my lunchbox, or at the side of my lunchbox. It wouldn't look good with lettuce and cucumber, would it, guys? Need to take a carrot harvest and maybe check on the parsnips. I might need one of those parsnips for a long one if my long roots haven't done well in the guttering. But this bed has done well. We built it out of free timber, and we struggled to get the parsnips and carrots to grow, but eventually they did. We've now got something nice for the winter months. So in the middle of the screen there is the raspberries that we took from where the carrots and parsnips are now. I thought they might grow like this, but they didn't. So it's a good job I kept half of my raspberries in this length of bed. And like I previously said, I'm not taking them out next year either until I know those are well established. So I'll have raspberries and blackberries all in one row. Hopefully, just enough for me and not too much for the birds. I spy with my little eye a fresh flush of raspberries. Now, the later ones, I know they're autumn, but they're almost over now. They're normally smaller, but, oh, God, excuse me. They don't taste as nice as when they first come on, but, oh, God, that's refreshing. Whilst having a potter around the allotment. I had all best intentions to look after my dahlias this year. That never happened, but when you pop up and you get a display like this, it's worth it. Don't hide. You're beautiful. And the spring onions. I'll be doing a reveal of these, possibly, because I might need the long carrots and the parsnip out of this bed. This is just ordinary compost that we find unscrupulously dumped. It's growing in there. But I just wanted to see what the spring onions look like beyond maturity. They might even grow into some decent onions. But I have got some elsewhere if I have to take these out, because I'll have to slice these bags to try and not damage the taproot. Mandamoo. And watch Mandamoo's recent video on her carrot reveal using a hammer. We love you, Mandamoo. I've always pulled volunteers out, but dear me. Volunteers grow better. Than everything else. Probably wanted picking a bit earlier, but that's why it stung me. I was wondering why something had stung me, you little rascal. Ooh. In the compost bin you go, but those need opening up. But I've got a volunteer beetroot on the other plot, and bargum. More interesting than growing stuff. The more you look after stuff, the worse it gets. You might as well just let it grow on its own. My attitude recently. I'm hoping I can get 3 large sticks of rhubarb from here for the autumn show. So basically, it's 3 sticks of rhubarb, and it's the heaviest. You're allowed 3 inches top and as much of the rhubarb stick as you can get. And just by putting that into the show, taking it on the Thursday before it starts on the Friday, you get your free tickets for the 3 days. So if you love Malvern and you love the show, it's worth entering the giant vegetable section. Giant cabbage, I haven't entered that because it wouldn't qualify as such. Yes, it's ugly and everything else, but I might get a meal out of that. I'll do a reveal, but it makes great compost. This bed had, I think it was sheep's wool last year. Don't know, can't remember. No labels. But it's infested with whitefly and caterpillars, as you can see. I did the spring bulbs recently. Just tidied this bed up. But some of those now are growing really well. I just need to do the weeding as I go, because if I don't, I'll get out of hand. Some people, I'll do a lot of weeding by hand. Oh, there's a sweet pea there. In actual fact, I did remember something. I've got to show you. I harvested the sweet peas and forgot where I put them. Well, some of the sweet peas, should we say. Just keep the birds off. This is my other giant beetroot. I'll be looking at this. If this one doesn't look as big as the one on plot 3, I'll leave it and let it go to seed. But there's a carrot here. That's also going to seed. And all those tomatoes that we planted after we left them in the polytunnel, didn't plant them. Whether I'll get some right ones or not, I don't know, but they're growing really well. We might get some winter sunshine, but we're forecast a frost very soon, so that might knock them all back. This is a volunteer raspberry that's growing out of the side of my manure bin. This was a plant that was grown 3 meters away, and the runner's gone along. And look at these. I keep helping myself, guys, as I come. Just a little bit over, really, but the weather's not been lovely. Excuse me. No wonder I don't get constipation. Now, this is a giant beetroot that has gone to seed. And as you can see, some of these now are just ready to harvest. And I'll be saving some of these seed. The viable ones anyway, you can normally tell. As you know, beetroot seeds, you can get multiple growth from one seed case, whatever we want to call it. But I think that's what's probably happened on plot 3. It's gone into my compost and it's grew, but it's massive. There's going to be a load of seed there to share in amongst the giant vegetable community. And if anybody wants to grow a giant one, then I can add some of these seeds to the seed share that I'll be doing with the pongos. A giant vegetable can't go in the show if it's gone to seed. So these big carrots, I've now netted them up so that we can ensure that they self-pollinate each other and we don't lose any seed. Definitely needs a bit of weeding in there. We don't know what we're going to get until we harvest the carrots. The remaining giant potatoes are just going now, so there's not going to be much more growth on those, but I'm going to leave those till the last minute before I pull them. I've been taking the small ones off where I can, but I was going to tie them all up those green stakes. I did it on the first one and so I had some nice potatoes off that, but the potatoes grow better if the haulms are trailed uphill, not scattered all over the place. They get maximum sunshine then. Straw bale gardening, still got a Shirley tomato growing in there with a little bit of grass. Raspberries are repeating on me now. And a plant that I thought was just a volunteer is one of the Cape gooseberries. So we'll nurture that and see how it does in the straw bales. I didn't really get much out of the straw bales, but it's been so interesting, which is the main thing. Well, the alpine strawberries, these look like they had it, gone, finished. But nature always finds a way, and they started to grow again. Probably a little bit too much. I'll leave that in there because all those little white dots and everything are the seed. So if it doesn't throw a runner out, they might sell seed there. Got quite a few about, but that might just be weeds. I've been trying to. Oh It's all in the wood chips. 2-second rule, excuse me. Now look, that normally grows to about 3 foot high before it goes to seed. Nature always finds a way. Another nettle here. Nettles are fine in the compost, but you've got to be careful of the roots because they will go again. But I don't care these days. If it grows again, it grows again. I'll pull it out. Again, another one that's trying to go to seed. It's nice just to be able to come up the allotment and yum, 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 yum. Poop, poop, poop. Mrs. K. Flush the toilet! So where did I put those seed pods? I put them on the potatoes. That ain't growing, is it? What's that? But yeah, the seed pods, they've just come out of the seed pods and started growing. Oh my goodness. That surely is not a potato. Hang on, what have we got here? Look. It's broad bean. I'm going to nip and put that into the green manure beds on plot 3. Catch you in a minute. See, that didn't do too long. Why do I leave things lying somewhere? Do it straight away. Just check my microphone. That's still connected, or it's reconnected. But the Wildflower Wildlife Garden, looking stunning. Keep adding to it and taking away. I've harvested the seeds from the poppies, and all the rest will just seed themselves. I'm dismantling the greenhouse at home, and I thought about extending this one, but I've changed my mind now. I'm just going to harvest the glass from the greenhouse, the section I'm taking down. Don't know whether I'm keeping part of it and then put the power shed's potting shed next to it. I'll have to wait and see. Well, doesn't that look a little bit brighter? One of my viewers, or a couple of my viewers, said get something that will reflect the light. There you go, mate. Job done. We'll see how things grow. I'm more than likely going to put the strawberries in here. So I'm going to put some more, little thin layer of manure, a layer of my homemade compost, and then I'm going to harvest some wood chips and plant the strawberries straight into the wood chips. In that one. And then in this one, I'm going to use soil. Let's see how much different it makes. It might be a little bit darker in that corner, but that's a massive improvement. You can tell the difference straight away. Have the rats returned? No, nothing at all. That's had the nice layer of sheep's wool in. Well moist. And we're only in September. And look at the worm activity. They're nibbling away, pooping it out. It's well moist. No need to do anything other than put them back in there. And if it's anything like this February's reveal, I had some cracking compost. So I build this up from February, March, all the way through till it's full and it doesn't sink anymore. As you can see, we're only down to about there, so it's sank a bit more, but the worms are busy. But using the sheep's wool in the compost bin, no rat activity whatsoever now for over 12 months or more. They say it might be is it nanolin in the wool? Sticky stuff. My wife and dog go mad when I go home. But it seems to work for me. And I did say I was going to show you the sheep's wool before we finish today. It's dragging on again, guys. I always watch people's videos and think, God, 20-minute video, and it seems to drag on. But when I do my own, never have enough time to do them. So this is the sheep's wool that I had for free. This is the sheep's wool I had off a relative who's got the coloured sheep, brown, etc. So that's that bag. Then these 2 bags here are from the ones that I have to purchase it. Now, she said it was £25 this time, but I didn't realise it was one of the massive seed bags. So basically that massive seed bag has filled these 2 bags up with at least 20 odd fleeces, and I've still got another 20 odd fleeces to collect as soon as I get time. So £50, it seems a lot of money, but people do pay a lot for compost. I don't know, you tell me, how much do you spend on compost? I buy 1 or 2 bags a year, mainly for my long routes, but that's entertainment again. But I think it's well worth it. I don't know, Pete uses it as well. He's got some good videos on how he's used it. But over the winter, when I do the pruning in the fruit cage, I have hell of a job with weeds. So once I've added my log ashes and the liquid manure at different stages, I'm going to mulch up with the sheep's wool. And looking at everything else, it takes a long time to break down, so it might last 2 or 3 years and I have to keep topping it up. If you like the content, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down for the interaction. Please leave me a comment. Give those comments a thumbs up in the comments. And don't forget to thumbs up your own comment. It all helps with the interaction. And there's a hype button there if you wish to use it and if it's available. And why not consider subscribing? Costs nothing. I'll soon put you to sleep at night time while you're watching. Happy gardening to you all. Till next time, my friends. Ta-ra for now.